There's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long.
Hey, alert three, alert three. Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's got room. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Petty. And this is going to be incomplete. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep, Dre Archer. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Prescott now. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dez Bryant hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Instead, he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They go play action. Gabbert. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. 44 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now Gabbert. Being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Again, it's Elliott. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 92 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it's a bootleg with Gabbert. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? We know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders. And Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Off the play fake, Gabbert. can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the shotgun, it's Gabbard. And that's complete to Lewis. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Flushed out right. Right side caught by Jackson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Gabbard now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All day.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Prescott on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The give is to Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Prescott now on 2nd down. And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
2nd down, Gabbert. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
10th carry now for Elliott. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. A second down throw for Gabbert. Flushed out right. And some room to work. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Here's Gabbert now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he is down deep into Carolina territory. And give him a gain of 37. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
To throw, Gabbert. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
On third down, Gabbert. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. This is Archer. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now here come the Cowboys. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Give him 30 yards there. In the red zone this time. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Darren Waller with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now Gabbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 44 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. K1 Short in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for Prescott. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40.